Hey guys, how we doing? Hello, hello, hello. Say hi as you pop in. I am, of course, Denise Inspired, or Denise Horan, whatever you want to call me. So this is going to be a jam-packed session, guys. We're going to talk about how you can set up your social medias, how you can use social media in a profitable way, how that you can stop, killing your time, because what's happening, business owners, is we are going around like hamsters on wheels trying to, make a profitable business, stay visible on social media, have time with our family and our friends and all that kind of malarkey. So this session is going to teach you some tips and tricks that us, the experts, use so that we can control our time better, so that, things are a little less frantic. Sound good? Let me know in the comments, guys. So a little bit of housekeeping. We've got the chat feature. So you're all going to hop into the chat there and tell me who you are and why you're here or where we've met. I would love to see who's here. So let me know in the chat. This is different than I'm used to. As I always say when I do this webinar style, it's so weird for me not to be able to see your faces. Normally when I'm teaching, I can see all your lovely faces. But guys, let me know in the comments who's here. And we do have a Q&A session, right? Or a Q&A section, which is down here on the bottom, where I will ask you to throw your questions in as we go throughout the presentation so that I can answer them easily and keep the chat then for chatting away and answering stuff as I go through. Does that make sense? So don't have me talking to myself. Let me know who's here, because I want to say hello to you and I want to know what business you're in, most importantly, because when I know what businesses you guys are in, I can then, work on my presentation to make sure that you guys get the best take home. So let me know the industry. Hi Denise, Jennifer here. We met at the Fingal Start Your Own Business course before Christmas. Lovely to have you here, Jennifer. What's your business again? Remind me in the comments. Guys, let me know. Jump in those comments there. Let me know. Hi Sinead here. Sinead here, looking for advice with selling better. Brilliant. What's your industry, Sinead? Let me know. I'm in a hotel sales and marketing business and I've started out my own. Jennifer, I remember you. Of course I do. Sales and marketing. Lovely to have you here. Lovely to have you here. Guys, as I said, it's 3 minutes past 4. I'm going to hop straight in here now any minute with this content. We're going to go for about an hour. I'm going to do my very best to keep you, structured to that hour and have you out of here by 5 o'clock, because who has the time? We're talking about time management and all that. So we don't want to be sitting around here for longer than that. But I will give you, throughout this presentation, I will give you some take homes that you can implement directly into your business for your social media channels, guys. So stuff that you can post straight away, ideas that you can use within your business and all that kind of stuff. Hillary, hi Denise, Hillary, digital illustrator here stalking you. Oh, Hillary, stalk away. I love it. I love it. As long as you learn something and you go off and you implement it, which I know you're doing, Hillary, because every time you're here, you're learning new things. Love it. Keep coming. Sinead is selling crafts and frames on Facebook and Instagram. Fantastic business, Sinead. Well done, well done. Michael, hi Michael, how you doing? Run a web business in Thigh County Kildare, met on LinkedIn. Yes, we did. Thank you, Mike. Hi Denise, it's Karen, just setting up a floristry business, very new to it all. Karen, I work with some fantastic florists. Lovely to have you here. Hi Aideen, how you doing? Barry Hurley says, hey Denise, Barry here, startup fintech founder. Want you to understand more about marketing, social media, etc. Need to hire a CMO soon and would like to speak some of the same language. I love that, Barry. I have a big part of what I do is I go into businesses, I help them break down their marketing campaigns. I help them, troubleshoot them, see what holes there are, and then I help them train their staff. So you can see on LinkedIn, if you look back on some of my testimonials, some of the big businesses that I've worked with there. It's a brilliant idea, guys, for a business owner. Even if you have no plans to do your own social media or do your own marketing, if, like Barry, you want to hire somebody in, ultimately, it is a fantastic idea. I'm sorry, I'm putting my phone away so it doesn't vibrate on the desk. It's a fantastic idea to get a good handle across everything. As a business owner, we have to have a good understanding of each of our areas of our business so that then we can proceed with some knowledge. And I love that, Barry. So when you're talking to your new marketing people, you'll know the lingo. They won't be able to pull the wool over your eyes. I love it. And guys, thank you for being here. If you haven't said hello, let me know in the comments who you are and what business you're in. And I'm going to dive right in because I am super conscious of time. I also speak really, really quickly. Those of you who know me, who've seen me before, know that. And please do throw your questions into the Q&A section. See the Q&A section at the bottom, so that I can answer them directly at the end. But also chat away in the comments. I'll be asking you. I'm looking for interaction here, guys, so I'll be asking lots of questions. My first question: can you see my screen, the pink screen? And am I still showing up there? Because this is, and here's another little tip, this is my very first time to do the whole presentation out on Canva. So I've designed this presentation on Canva, and I wanted to see how it would look. So let me know what you think. Jennifer says it looks great. Brilliant. Adrian said yes. Hilary said yes. Thanks, guys. It's lovely to try new things. It's lovely to Canva. If you're not using Canva, write it down, canva.com. It's a free app. Absolutely fantastic for creating free videos, you know, stuff like this, all of this. Have a look at, I did all of this in Canva. So watch what I do. Learn as well, guys, from what I do and how I set it up, as much as from the content, if that makes sense. So you've seen other business owners making sales and profiting from social media. Oh, my apologies. But you realize that, of course, you should be on social media. That word should that I don't really like. But how? It's so confusing. You know, you've got no time. You don't know how to use it. You don't know how to use the tech. You don't know what platform to be on. You don't know where to start. Does this all sound familiar, guys? Those of you that have been here before that know me, like Hilary knows me, and anyone else, and some of you guys know me from things. So you guys have started to get a handle on where you should be and what you should be doing. But we can always learn more. We can always find out more about the platforms we should be on, more about our messaging. So what platform should we be on? Like, what is the best platform for social media for businesses? What should we be posting about? How do we know? Like, how do we know what to post? How do we know what to do? I was exactly where you guys are, and exactly what you're thinking. You know, where do I post? What do I do? You know, you're stunted, and you're afraid of judgment, your fear of failure, because you're thinking, right, if I post on Facebook and I say the wrong thing, my friends and family are going to laugh at me. You know, that girl who I used to go to school with is on my page. And, you know, we have all these judging things in our head. And I actually did a video on my Facebook page this morning about fear, about not giving a crap anymore. And I'm sorry to say that, but it's true. So us as business owners, we need to step into our own light and say, do you know what? I'm not going to worry about that judgment anymore. I'm not going to focus on, you know, what might happen or people might say or any of that kind of stuff. But I'm actually going to turn inwards to my business, and I'm going to make a pact with myself and my business that I'm going to go all in on it, and I'm going to try my best to show up and grow it. So what if my family and friends laugh at me? So what? Are they paying your bills? No, they're not. What if your competitors see you and think you're gone crazy? So what? Are they paying your bills? No. The fear of failure is what holds so many business owners back. But when we embrace that and say, do you know what, I'm done, and I'm going to, you know, go all in on this, it works, guys. It works. So what if it didn't have to be so hard? Okay. What if there was a way that you can grow your business, increase your prices, get more clients, become the go-to person within your industry? Like, wouldn't we all want that? Let me know in the comments here if you would like to be the go-to person within your industry. So the person that when somebody says digital art, they say Hilary Glynn. You know, when somebody says, who else have we got in here? We've got Aideen, and she's starting up dog training services. Brilliant, Aideen. So when somebody says dog training, the name on the tip of everyone's tongue is Aideen. How cool would that be? Yeah. How cool would that be if when Barry, what's your business? Fintech founder, startup fintech founder. Brilliant. Yes. What if, you know, you were that go-to person whenever anybody needed anything within your industry? That sounds super nice, doesn't it? Let me know in the comments if that sounds good. Yes, of course it does. Of course it does, Denise. That's a no-brainer. But guess what? It's so doable. It is so doable. And we have all these self-limiting beliefs to think, oh, you know, that's not me. She's not talking about me because, you know, 43 years ago, I was afraid to do this. And, you know, the other day I tried to do a video and I couldn't do it. Or, you know, my prices aren't enough, or I don't make enough money in my business. It's more of a hobby, blah, 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 blah. Guys, there is a man on YouTube who makes a very good living. Now, I mean a very good living, teaching people how to do handstands. What? Are you kidding me? This is the truth. This is the truth. All right. So if he can do that, why can't we business owners show up and start to grow our businesses? Why can't we charge accordingly? Why can't we, charge our worth, make good profits within our business, show up on social media and go all in, plus spend extra time with our family? That's the goal here, guys. We can do all of this without spending a fortune on ads, without selling our soul to Facebook or, Instagram. This is exactly why I've created this masterclass. I've created this masterclass for you guys, and I've forgotten to put my phone on silent. So I will do that. Yes, Denise. So guys, this is exactly why I created this masterclass. I created it just for you guys so that you can see that there's other options that are out there. I see small business owners all of the time working too hard in the business and not taking time to come out of it and, scanning the business and saying, how could I work better? How could I work smarter? How can I make social media work for me? How can I make more profits within my business? So I'm here to teach you my 3 secrets to not only using social media, but profiting from using social media within your business. Plus, stick around because I'm going to give you 3 content ideas that you can use right now within your business. Sound good? And the last thing I will be giving you is my secret to these kind of stats on Instagram. Now, Hillary knows my secret already, so I hope she doesn't let the cat out of the bag. But Instagram is getting phenomenal growth at the minute. So how can we cash in on that? So let's go. 3 secrets to not only using social media, but from profiting from using social media in your business. Guys, too many of us are what we call lurkers on social media. What does that mean? It means you go around lurking, peeping out, watching what people are doing, and you don't comment and you don't share and you don't get involved in conversations. What are you doing on social media if you're doing that? I'm sorry, I do love you, but you're wasting your time. Let that sit. So many of us say, I don't have time to grow my business on social media. And I say, really? Why don't you sit down for the next 2 or 3 days and do a time study for me? Tell me exactly hour by hour how you're spending your time. Now, who here with their hand on their heart can say that they do not waste time doing this during the day? Yikes, we all do it, guys. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you can, with putting your hand in your heart, that you can actually say, do you know what? Yes, I could find an extra half an hour a day to do some social media if I wasn't scrolling on social media. You think you could do that? Give me a yes in the comments because I know you could. Yeah? So that's what we're going to work on today. So secret number 1 is visibility. Karen says yes. Sinead said yes, I'm wasting time. That's the problem, guys. What we do, like everybody thinks, I know how to use social media. And then they're on there for like a few days and they're scrolling and they're like, Facebook doesn't work for my business. Really? Does it not? Are you using it properly? Yeah. No, you're not. Facebook works for every business. Instagram works for every business. LinkedIn works for every business. You have got to use them correctly. And that might sting a bit, but you have got to use them correctly. And this is the biggest problem with most business owners. We are not using them correctly. So secret number 1 to getting, I nearly said getting ranked on Google. No, wrong masterclass. Secret number 1 to growing your business online is, of course, visibility, guys. But how? We have got to publish every single day. Publish every single day. What, Denise? Who has time to publish every day? That is crazy. Well, let me show you how. And Annie Apple is here. Annie, that is so funny. So Anne Duff there, she says, I thought I knew how to use social media. And I'm laughing, guys, because I prepared this presentation earlier on after I had a meeting with my clients this morning, and Annie is one of them. And I put in some of her results at the end of the presentation. So Annie is here to watch that. That's going to be funny. Annie will be laughing when she sees her face on the screen. So, oops. So we have the inspired content wheel. Now, what is this? Okay. So this is the key to visibility. Okay. I teach this in my programs. This is how you can create social media, create a proper plan to follow the plan for full visibility. Now, how? See in the middle where it says live video. The idea is we create one piece of content and it supports the whole week of content. So my favorite piece of content is a live video. So I'm going to assume you all are going to do a live video. Now you could take that circular bit in the middle and change that up to be a blog on your website or an article on LinkedIn. But I'm going to assume we're going to do that video in the middle. So what you do is you create your list of ideas, what you're going to put out in your content. So let's say for this full week, I'm going to talk about fear. My live video on a Monday morning is all about fear. I talk about facing your fear, how to, you know, go all in and create your business. Now, once that video is created, I can download. Now, Facebook gives us a lovely little download button. We can download that video and I can transcribe it and create a blog on my website from it. So Monday was my live video. Tuesday is the blog on my website. It's just my live video, all the text cleaned up with a photograph and some headers put into Tuesday. What do you think comes out on Wednesday? Of course it comes an article on LinkedIn, the same blog, rewritten a little bit, put out on LinkedIn. Now I have 3 days of publishing from one piece of content that I created on the Monday. Now I pull out the most important information from the live video and I create some image quotes, 1, 2, 3 different image quotes from that live video. What do you think I do with them? It gives me 1, 2, 3 days of content on Instagram. Okay, so we now have the live video, we've got our blog, we've got our LinkedIn article, we've got our 1, 2, 3 days of image quotes on Instagram. Do you see how easy it was for me there to get 6 days of content? Yeah. Content number 7. What is it? It's an inspirational quote on a Sunday, or it's a picture of me at the beach, or it's a picture of me out and about. And I now have published every single day from one piece of nice, meaty piece of content, something that has delivered value to my audience. Does that make sense, guys? Let me know in the comments if you're getting this. Let me know in the comments if you think this makes sense and you think you could implement it in your business. Now, there's lots more to the content wheel. We can go a step further and we can take that live video, put the captions on it and upload it into our YouTube channel. If we have a YouTube channel, if you're not on LinkedIn, that's okay. If you don't have a blog on your website, that's okay. We work around it and we find different ways of publishing your content in different ways throughout the week to create a full content wheel based on one piece of content. So what does that do? It takes away all that craziness of, what am I going to post? Oh, now we just have one idea for 1 week. Would not be brave enough to do live video. I hear you, Sinead. It's live video is scary. Live video is, you know, it's tough, but you know what? It's hugely profitable for your business, hugely. And you don't always have to do your live video like this. You could do a live video from behind the camera. You can record whatever you're looking at there. Sinead, sorry, remind me again what your business is. My apologies. I know you've all told me. Oh, you're selling crafts and frames. Amazing, Sinead. You know what you do? You get a little, I tried to pick up my a tripod there and it got caught. Sorry, I won't do that. You know the little tripods that you can put in your desktop? Tiny one with a ring light? You put your phone into that and you record yourself creating your crafts. So you don't have to speak into the camera. You can have it look and an over the shoulder look at what you're doing. We love that kind of stuff. We love an over the shoulder look at how a business is run. And people buy into how a business is run. So over the shoulder would work fantastic for you, Sinead. Another one is setting the video up on a tripod and creating your piece of your craft, your frame or whatever, and then doing a time-lapse video. You've probably used them already. Time-lapse videos are brilliant as well. It doesn't always have to be you speaking into the camera, but video sells. Okay, we know that demonstration videos sell. We know that when we show our faces on video, people get to know, like, and trust us and ultimately buy from us. Okay, Annie Duff, who is here with us, she will tell you that she was not brave enough to do her live videos. She'd done a few before she started working with me, but now after she's been in my group, my training called the Authority Builder, she's been in it for 12 weeks. We've just finished our final week, and she is now going live as a stylist. Annie is a stylist. She's now going live on our page, showing us clothes and going live with other people. The confidence is something that you learn. The confidence is not something that I was going to say it's not something we're born with. Now, however, we are actually born with confidence, but it's beaten out of us. Yeah. So confidence is something that we have to learn. We have to go all in on it. I was definitely not confident when I started on live video. In fact, I was traumatized by live video, but I got used to it. I practiced, I worked through it, and now I'm a live video expert. I teach people all over the world how to show up and have confidence on camera, because it is something you can learn. Yeah. So Sinead says, I always thought it would have to be on me. So that's great. Thank you. You're so welcome. There are loads of ways to implement video into your business without it having to be your face talking to the camera all the time. Now, I do like to get you guys showing your lovely faces, because we do buy from people. However, it's daunting at the start. So there's loads of different ways of learning live video, getting used to live video before we ever have to start talking directly into the live video, into the screen, into the phone. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. So this is the inspired content wheel. This is how the pros create content, repurpose content, and get content out there so that you see them. You see business owners and they seem to be everywhere, and you're like, how does she get any work done? This is how we put a system in place so that we are not reactive with our content, so that our content is very calculated and we know exactly when it's coming out and what's coming out. Okay, so Annie says, gone from never doing a live video to doing it for other businesses. Oh, Annie, you are doing amazing. Just do the authority builder. Without a doubt, the best decision I've ever made in years. Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. Annie, thank you. You are amazing. Doing a great job. Okay, so secret number 2. We had secret number 1 was visibility. I showed you that content wheel, how we can repurpose our content. I will teach you more about that. Of course I will. I'll teach you exactly how to break down all that content. So secret number 2 is consistency. We buy into consistency on social media, guys. If LinkedIn is your platform, you're lucky, because LinkedIn, consistency over LinkedIn, they don't want a big volume of content. If you put out one really decent piece of content every week on LinkedIn, you're doing a good job, because they like consistency. Now we now have stories on LinkedIn, and so if you're not using them and you're using, let me know in the comments who's a LinkedIn user that's here. Let me know. Actually, let me know in the comments what your favorite social media platform is. Is it Instagram? Is it TikTok? Is it Facebook? Is it LinkedIn? Let me know in the comments so I know who I'm talking to, so I can, give you all the tips. But LinkedIn now have stories, okay? Stories, be an early adapter. Get on there and use them, okay? So Hillary is Instagram. Of course you are, Hillary. Consistency works across all platforms, okay? Decide when you're going to show up and show up. Aideen has I have a LinkedIn account but don't really use it. Instagram is my fave. Brilliant. Sinead, Facebook and Instagram. Brilliant. Jennifer, using LinkedIn for my own business and using my hotel clients, Facebook and Instagram. Brilliant, guys. Brilliant. So Jennifer and Mike Byrne, LinkedIn stories are where it's at the minute. Start using them. We want to see behind the scenes of the business owner, behind the scenes of how a business works, behind the scenes of how a company works. We want to see stuff like LinkedIn have produced their stories so that we can get that behind the scenes looks. LinkedIn is trying to come away from being that stuffy professional platform, and they're trying to go after the Facebook market a bit more, to just be a little bit more engaging and a little bit more personal, rather than being stuffy and professional. So that's why they introduce stories. Don't be afraid to, put a picture of you and your cup of coffee at the start of the day, starting my day off. We want this on LinkedIn, okay? Instagram stories are the same. Facebook stories are the same. It's supposed to show behind the scenes of how your day is going. Barry says, I'm tech finance industry, so it seems to be more LinkedIn than Instagram, but same, I guess, just a different audience. Also, Telegram and Twitter seem important for us. Yes, Twitter is a platform that is so fast moving. It's you've got to get so much content out there, but it really does work in the tech and finance industry. LinkedIn is a fantastic platform. Barry and Mike, make sure that you are using your stories. Mike, I know you're in the web business. Make sure you're using those stories, because what's happening is because stories are brand new on LinkedIn, people haven't started to use them yet. So if you start to use them, you become an early adapter. You're showing up on the timelines more. You're getting noticed, okay? But it's all about consistency. Don't go into your stories and do 10 stories today and none for the rest of the week. We're much better off holding the ideas and doing 1 per day for the week. Yeah. So consistency trumps quantity on any social media platform. Consistency trumps quantity. If you're on Instagram and you're going to post consistently, yeah, pick your time, you know, change your times around as you figure out what your best time is. But when you find your best time, pick your time and post. Show up in your stories at the same time every day if possible, and as often as possible. Make a plan of content and get consistent. Remember what I said with my content wheel. Monday morning is my live video. Tuesday is my post on Instagram. Wednesday is my article out on LinkedIn. Thursday is my blog on my website. Friday is a fun meme or something that I'm going to put out on Facebook. Saturday is a picture of me and the kids out and about. Sunday is my chill time. I might post about that. That's just an idea. If we create a calendar like this and we write down what we're going to post, it all becomes easier, guys. If we can put it in, I'm going back to using a paper diary. I used to use the fancy apps on my phone and on my computer, but I'm sick to death of looking at the screen. So now I'm back to paper. Yeah, so there is a way to schedule stuff in advance, Barry. There definitely is. For LinkedIn, there's some good schedulers. Buffer, I think, does LinkedIn. Social Bee does LinkedIn. There's one called Planoly that does Instagram. Later does Instagram. But what I would say is just be aware that none of the social media channels are set it and forget it. So especially, Barry, if you're going to be hiring some marketing people in, I would want them, if I had a marketing team, I would want them to post live. Why? Because I want them on the platform, engaging with others and then posting. Right? On the platform, engaging with others and then posting. Why? Because every social media platform wants engagement. When we start to use schedulers, which can be handy, when, you know, especially if we're going to have downtime. Let's say when I'm going camping this weekend with the kids, I'll schedule out some posts so I still have a presence. Yeah, that's okay. But if I scheduled out all my posts for the week and I sat here and just did my normal work and didn't go near my social media channels, the post would bomb. We wouldn't get any traction because I'm not on there engaging with others. Okay, so remember that. Okay, engagement is how it works. So number 3, when it comes to showing up on social media, is what problem do you solve? Okay, when we work on the problem we solve, we can work on inbound marketing. What does that mean? It means every one of us, product or service, we are solving a problem. When we realize the problem we're solving, we can start to talk about that in our social media channels. We know now the problem we solve. Now we find out who we solve the problem for. When we know these two things, we now know how to find our customers and clients. We now know the type of content that we can put out that will make our clients and customers lean forward. Yeah. So what is it that you can talk about? What problem have you solved for people in the past that you can speak about on your socials to make people lean forward? That's where our good quality content comes from. You have got to know what your message is. You have got to find your voice. And when you do, messaging is probably one of the biggest issues that faces people. And it's funny because a lot of you probably wouldn't say messaging. If I said, what's your biggest problem in your business? You probably wouldn't say messaging. You'd probably say, figuring out how to use Facebook or figuring out how to use Instagram. Really, those things are lesser. Those things become easier when you actually find out the problem you solve and who you solve that problem for, and you get so clear on your message. That's when the magic happens, guys, because that's when everything that comes out of your mouth makes your perfect customer perk up and listen, lean forward and listen and get interested. Let me know in the comments, guys, if that's hitting home, if you feel like, if this is good information for you, if you're getting what I'm talking about. Yeah. So those are my 3 secrets to getting launched online, growing your business online and showing up and using social media profitably, to stop being not really understanding number 3. Okay, Sinead, let me go back. So your problem, the problem that you solve, so you do gifts, crafts, that type of stuff, don't you? So the problem that you would solve would be, how to find the perfect gift for somebody, how to find the perfect gift conveniently, how to give a gift to somebody who has everything, finding somebody who would be into craft side stuff, like homemade type of stuff. You're solving a problem from them by finding them the perfect gift. Does that make more sense to you now, Sinead? So when we think about this, it becomes clearer when we're posting on our socials. Okay, so let me know if that's a little bit clearer. So 3 content ideas that we can now use in our business. My apologies. I do talk fast, don't I? Let me know in the comments if you think I talk fast. I know I'm only joking. I'm very needy today. Okay, so 3 content ideas that you can implement directly into your business now. Now, Barry, you write these ones down, or, you know, screenshot these ones, because these would be good for your marketing team. And all of you guys, you know, 3 content ideas that when you're sitting here and you're going, the heck, what am I gonna, you know, what will I post about? These will be good. So take these down. Content idea number 1 is a Q&A, okay? Live video, of course, is a fantastic way to do Q&A. We have live video on Instagram. We have live video on Facebook. We have live video on YouTube. We have live video coming on LinkedIn. Some people have it, some people don't. It's a great way of doing a live Q&A. I can simply announce on my Facebook, guys, I'm going live at 3 o'clock today. Bring your questions. Hillary there is over in my free group on Facebook. I go live doing live Q&As all the time in there. Any of you other guys who are in my Facebook group might have seen that. So I'll hop on live and I'll answer all your questions as we go. What does that do? It shows me as an expert. Yeah, it shows that I can, you know, on the fly answer your questions. It shows that I really know my stuff. And it gets you guys engaging because you're asking questions. Now, if live video isn't your thing, like some of you guys wouldn't be ready for live video if you're thinking, oh, I'm not sure, you can do it with a post. I have seen people put up a post on LinkedIn and saying, you know, I'm sitting at my desk for the next hour. Hit me up with your questions related to my product. Hit me up with your questions. Like for me, I would say, hit me up with your questions related to how to show up online, or, you know, hit me up with your questions on how to train your dog. Hit me up with your questions, you know, regarding this tech issue. See, Barry, I'm so sorry. My limited knowledge of exactly what you do makes me struggle with when I'm explaining, but you know what I mean. And what else? Mike can say, you know, I'm here for the next hour. Ask me your questions, anything you want to know on how to, you know, get started with a website for your business. Live Q&A are fantastic at showing us as the expert. Great piece of content there. Another way of doing that is, let's say you're speaking to a client and they ask you a question, and it's a good question. One of you guys could ask me a question here. I can hop on my Facebook Live later and go, had a great question from a client today. And here's the answer. Because if you have that question, other people have that question. So remember that. It can be a post, it can be an article, it can be a blog, it can be, you know, a post on Instagram or Facebook, it can be a video, whatever way you want to put the piece of content out, but answering a question related around your problem you solve is a great way of getting your content out there. Okay, so put that into your business. This is Ruth in Healthy Buzz, here in Malahide. So she's been using Instagram to drive sales to her website. Before Ruth started to show up on Instagram, Healthy Buzz's sales were in and around 1K months. And the company called me in to help with their marketing and to troubleshoot what was going on. They couldn't grow the, you know, organically, they couldn't grow that online side of the business. They were doing great in the B2B world, but they wanted to do better B2C. So when I looked at their business, I could see that their business needed a face. It needed a brand. It needed a person to be front and center and grow that Instagram account or Facebook or whatever channel they wanted to use. So thankfully, Ruth stepped into that role and became that person on Instagram. She came into my coaching program, the Authority Builder, and I taught her how to use Instagram and show up as an influencer within her space. Her sales went from 1K months to 15K months when Ruth went all in on that visibility. Why? Because she was solving a problem for people by giving them, you know, healthy recipes, healthy supplements, you know, selling things like hand sanitizer, all organic type stuff that she did. She was giving us a service, and she was becoming, what happens with e-commerce products is we forget that we need a salesperson. We forget that we're not walking into a shop to pick up a physical product. We need somebody in between. So that's you. The business owner is that person between the website and the sale to say, you know, use this product. This is a great product, or, you know, try this, do our demonstration videos. So that was fantastic results for Ruth in Healthy Buzz by showing up. So content idea number 2 is case studies. And the guys in B2B, this will be great for you guys. Case studies. A case study is simply taking something that you did for another client and documenting it, documenting the process, documenting the results, and creating an article or a blog or a video from it. You can do any mode of media you want. As I said, if you're not going to do video, you can write it up in a blog on your website. But case studies show us a lot of things. Number one, it shows us that you've got clients. Number two, it shows us that you're getting results for clients. Number three, it shows us your process. Number four, it shows that you're busy, and it's proof that you are doing, that you're working away. Okay, so this is My Flair Amy. My Flair Amy is Amy Kelly, and she has a merchandising business. She came to me to start the last Authority Builder. My Authority Builder program, they finished today. Well, they finished this week, and it's their 12th week. And My Flair Amy used case studies and documenting results to get visible on Instagram. And within the first 8 weeks of the Authority Builder, she had tripled her income. She says, everything has changed. I've become the go-to in my industry in just a few short weeks. I'm fully booked until the end of June, and I'm more profitable, and I'm minding my time better, so I have more time with my family. So don't forget, what I teach is growing your business, increasing your prices, but getting off the hamster wheel and spending more time with your family. So using that time more wisely, so that you're not just working yourself to the bone. So that's Amy. So content idea number 3 is behind the scenes. Remember I said to Sinead, she can set up her video and show it behind the scenes. What's going on? That is a fantastic way of showing our clients and customers that we're here, we're working, and what we're doing. And we love behind the scenes. It comes from the reality TV side of us, that people love reality TV. Not that I watch reality TV, but anyway, showing Instagram stories, Facebook stories, LinkedIn stories, just showing that behind the scenes look. So this is Sylvia Abram, and I have a florist here actually, don't I? Was it Karen? Sorry, yeah, yes, it is Karen. Karen, you might know Sylvia Abram. She's from Bella Botanica, and she is a wedding florist. But Sylvia, obviously her business all but disappeared last March when along came COVID, and she had to pivot and change. So she used Facebook and Instagram to grow her visibility. She was so terrified. When she came to the Authority Builder first, her first words were, like you, Sinead, she said, I'm gonna do the Authority Builder, but I'm not gonna do any live videos because that wouldn't be me. I wouldn't be able to show up on live video. And of course, we worked on that. We worked on the confidence, and we worked on our own self-limiting beliefs. And now Sylvia will go live all the time. She'll interview other, people who she's done business with. And her first workshops that she created online sold out in less than 24 hours. When her business had disappeared because of COVID, because there was no weddings, she was able to go all in on her teaching. Okay, all in on her teaching. This girl would not go live. This girl was afraid to go on a Zoom call with me. She was like, oh, Denise, I'm not very good on video. There's no way I'll do that. And I was like, that's okay. Come on, I'll coach you through it. I'll help you through it. And her first few weeks, she was like, I like to say it's like Bambi on ice. When you're on the ice and you're like, ah. She was like that with her live video, but she excelled in the Authority Builder, and she sold out her workshops in less than 24 hours. Absolutely amazing results. So guys, they are my 3 content ideas. I gave you my three secrets, which was your visibility, your consistency, and your, what's the last one? Oh, knowing the problem you solve. And then I gave you your 3 content ideas, which was your Q&As, your case studies, and of course your, what's the last one? What was the last one? Case studies, Q&As, and can't remember. I'll go back to it in a minute. Behind the scenes. Okay, so there are 3 content ideas you can implement straight into your business. I promised you my secret on Instagram, and here it is. How did I get 13,000 interactions on one post on Instagram? It is, of course, Reels. If you have not started, Sinead says, wow, I need you. I need you too, my darling. Everybody needs me. Reels, guys, Reels. If you've not started to use Reels within your business, do it. They can be scary. You kind of think, oh, I don't know how to use this. Nobody knows how to use it. So get on it and start. Watch some of my Reels. Go to YouTube and watch my YouTube videos on how to create Reels. They are simple enough. Coming up with content idea is the worst part, but go back to the problem you solve. Go back to your case studies. Go back to your, Q&As, all of this stuff can become content for reels. You don't have to sing, you don't have to lip sync, you be yourself and you create reels for your business. They are a fantastic piece of content, and Instagram are pushing reels out to accounts so that you're growing your Instagram account. Let me know in the comments, you Instagram users, who has done their first reel. I need a drink. So, never, Sinead says. I'll teach you exactly how. Hillary has done one. Yes, you have, Hillary. I'll teach you exactly how to do a reel, Sinead. Okay, so I get that you're probably looking at this and feeling, oh my gosh, I have no time for all of this. You know, it's so much. However, if you get super clear on the platform that you are using, if you get super clear on how you're going to show up, and you remember when I spoke about the diary and we were going to create that plan and we plan out the week, most of my clients will plan out their content for the week within a couple of hours on a Monday. Then they might need about 20 minutes a day or a half an hour a day to physically post on their social media channels and to do some engagement. That's all you need. Yeah, for full visibility to grow your business, that's all you should need. And it's very, very doable when we get calculated and we create a proper plan. We now know the platform we're using, how we're going to show up, when we're going to show up, create our plan, and we follow it. Now everything becomes easier. Everything becomes easier. Guys, us small business owners, we need to build your confidence. All right, confidence is the biggest issue that most people have, because I hear you saying, you know, I wouldn't do live video, I can't do reels, I don't know how to do it. That's all confidence. I teach you all that. We build your confidence, we boost your visibility, okay, so that now people know you're here and you're open for business, and we grow your credibility, because credibility is what brings us extra business in. So now, so that we can then build our businesses, boost your online presence, and grow your revenue. Does that sound good? Let me know in the comments if that sounds good, because I think that sounds pretty cool. So how many of you would like to become the go-to person within your industry? Yeah? Of course you would. You want to become the go-to person in your industry? Let me know in the comments if you want to become the go-to person. Yes, but overwhelming. Yes, Sinead, it can be overwhelming, but if you get really calculated, a lot of my clients who come to me, their biggest problem isn't only sales. One is sales and revenue, but number two is wanting to spend more time with their family. I work with a lot of business owners who are mommies and want to do what I do. And what I do is, you know, I work really hard on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, you know, Thursdays and Fridays are my days. Monday, Thursday, and Friday are my 3 days that I always know at a drop of a hat I can take off. Tuesdays and Wednesdays are my solid days that I kind of never take any time off. I really work hard on those days. But I've set that up so that I can go on my camping weekends. I'm going camping this weekend with the kids, so that I'm able to drop things and go off. That's how we set up our businesses, because our biggest problem in Ireland at the minute, or anywhere, is that we are letting the businesses run us. And that's not the idea. We have, you know, maybe left a good job to create this business, to create this life for ourselves, but we aren't building our life by design. And it's our life by design is what we want to be building. So let's mammy up here in a mental house. Yes, I'm a mammy of 3 and a fur baby. So that's kind of 3.5. So I get you, Sinead, I get you. But when you become the go-to person within your industry, it becomes a lot easier. So much so that the marketing strategy is completely flipped on its head. No longer are you out there looking for leads, hunting and playing Facebook ads roulette, where you throw money at ads and just hope that the Facebook gods will send us some clients and customers. You know that feeling? But now, when you put these systems in place, your ideal clients and customers are finding you. You become the hunted, not the hunter. I like that one. Yeah, the hunted, not the hunter. Something happens when you are the authority. Something happens when you are the authority. Yes, you become the hunted, not the hunter. All right? Leads are coming into your inbox. Emails are coming in. Your phone is ringing. Does that sound good? Of course it sounds good, but who wouldn't want that? All right? Who wouldn't want that? But I hear what you're saying. How can you do it? How, Denise? How? And you know, it's okay for you. Everyone says, oh, it's okay for you, Denise. You know, you've loads of time. Or it's okay for you, Denise. You're confident. Oh, it's okay for you. Guys, I have 3 small kids. I have a fur baby. I have camping to go on, holidays to go on, all that kind of stuff. It was not always like this for me, okay? In fact, this was me, right? That's me. Of course, that's not me. That's me carrying my cases when my husband kicked me out because I couldn't pay the mortgage. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But he did want to kick me out. No, he didn't. But my husband, I was running a business, a web business, of course, just like not Barry, but Mike. I was running a web business and I thought I was doing great. I was working my little butt off and doing all the hours God sends, but I wasn't making any money. My husband, who was at home, working as well, doing school runs, you know, doing his fair share of school runs and his fair share of cooking dinners, probably more than what I was doing. And I was not bringing home much money. At the end of every month, I was paying everybody. I had staff members, I was paying them, and I wasn't paying myself. It wasn't good, guys. So I joke with the cases, but it was a tough conversation that my husband had to have with me. And he said, look, Denise, I know I'm in trouble when he calls me Denise, you know, not D, look, Denise. You know, something has to give here. You're working so hard and you're not making, you know, you're not bringing home much money. You know, should you get a job? And he said the dreaded GOB word. And I was like, oh, geez, Mary and Joseph, I can't get a job. I have to make this business work. So I knew I needed to change, right? I knew that I needed to up my game. I needed to increase my prices, stop doubting myself and stop undervaluing my work. But I was stuck and didn't know how to. But I invested in my own business coach. And I remember that first program that I bought. That first program was so scary. I was like, oh my God, you know, I bought this. It was a $5,000 program and I bought it and I went all in and it was amazing. It taught me exactly how to excel myself. That was 4 years ago, guys. I've come on so much since then. I still pay my own coach. I've gone from 2 different coaches over the course of the 4 years, and my business continues to grow and my revenue continues to grow. Why? Because I went all in. Okay. So I set about making a difference. Every step of the way you hit roadblocks. Sorry, I got confused by my slides there because I was off on a tangent. But you know, you hit roadblocks along the way. But when you have somebody who's walked those steps before you that can teach you, that is what the key is, guys. So I now have a 6-figure business and I am set to double last year's revenue this year. But how? By creating a plan, getting so calculated, being so super simple and so calculated on what I'm doing, creating that plan and sticking to it, upping my price, becoming that go-to person within my industry. Mike there does websites. How about if he was the only person that you knew who did websites, that when anyone said websites, you went, yeah, Mike. By the way, Mike, we need to connect more because I get a lot of people asking me for web work and I don't do web work anymore. Okay, so what does it take to be successful online? Okay, the authority builder. Oh, sorry. What does it take to be successful online? Guys, I want to talk to you guys about my program, The Authority Builder. Is that okay? Let me know in the comments. Give me a yes in the comments if you are interested in hearing about it or if you don't mind me telling you about it. It is exactly what you need, what businesses need to become successful online. Adrian says, yes, very interested. Sinead said, yes, thank you, my darling. Mike said, yes, brilliant. Thanks, guys, because I want to share with you how I got where I am, and I want to share with you how I'm going to take your businesses that exact same spot, okay? So the Authority Builder is a live and interactive coaching, marketing, and accountability program, okay? It's designed to help business owners just like you become the leading authority within your niche, okay? To create massive visibility and become completely sold out without ever having to spend a penny on ads. Does that sound good? Yeah, of course it does. All right. So what do we do? We build your confidence. We build your credibility. We build your visibility. Everything I've spoken about tonight, we teach you, and we teach you in depth. We teach you how to grow that business. We teach you how to grow that revenue, and we hold you accountable the whole way. Every second of the way. I like to say I get you in a headlock. Is Annie still here? Annie will say it's a very gentle headlock, but it's a headlock. And I say, come on. We go through 12 weeks of coaching with me where I take you step by step, every step it takes to become successful in your business online. Does that sound good? Let me know if that sounds good. So one of the biggest issues you need to solve is your messaging. At the start of this, we were talking about messaging, and I was saying, you know, people don't realize that messaging is so key. But we only had a meeting with the authority builders earlier on, and one of my authority builders, she's a business coach, Justine, and she found out that by tweaking her messaging and getting so clear on it, everything else became easier. When her messaging was right, she had more confidence. When she had more confidence, she increased her prices. When she increased her prices, she elevated herself up to a next platform, and she became more profitable. We spoke today about this when we looked at her goals coming into the authority builder, because that's what we do at the start of the authority builder. We set our goals. Me and you would have a one-on-one, and we set your goals for the next few months, or 3 months. And as we sat there today in our meeting, I looked at the girls' goals that had been through the 12 weeks, and every one of them had absolutely smashed them. Justine, her goal was to get more clarity to become profitable, because actually when she came into the authority builder, she wasn't even close to profitable. Right now, she's hugely profitable. She has more than tripled what she had on her goals, and I think it's even more than that if I do the maths correctly. She has gone all in on what I was teaching. That's the thing. They were all saying to me today, oh no, you know, you did this. No, I didn't do it. I don't do anything, guys. I teach and I guide. You guys have to do the work. You've got to show up, you've got to implement what I teach, but you get guaranteed results when you do. So that's why getting super clear in your messaging is a huge part of the authority builder. It's in fact how we start the authority builder. When we are so clear on our messaging, so clear on the problem we solve, then our clients will find us. It's inbound marketing. So I can help you with this. The messaging modules of the authority builder, I would normally sell them separately for $997 in 3 separate sections. So the total value of the messaging section of the authority builder is $3,000 on its own. Okay, so once we're clear on the messaging and where to find your customer, what else does an authority need? They of course need confidence. Confidence is that big thing we've been talking about all night. That fear of judgment. Okay, confidence on camera. I teach confidence on camera for how to show up. Like what Sinead was talking about, that she'd be terrified. I teach her how to get out of her own way, practice, so she gets there. We have a secret Facebook group where we practice all our live videos, and we get clear on what we're doing, get clear on the tech, get clear on the messaging and all that kind of side of things, so that that confidence grows. We do confidence on camera. We do confidence for networking. We do confidence to increase prices, and we do confidence to show up. So confidence is a huge, huge part of the authority builder. So we include a module that covers all of this. I could sell those separately as 997 modules, but that would make a cost of $4,000 if I did that. So now we have $3,000 for messaging and $4,000 for the confidence modules. But what else does an authority need? Of course, needs clarity. Clarity, guys, clarity on the platforms that we use, which is why I created my social media mastery. Social media mastery includes Google, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok. Now, if you aren't going to use all those platforms, that's okay, but they're there for you, and you're going to touch on them all and figure out which one you want to use, and then you're going to go all in on master whatever one you're going to choose as your main platform. I could charge, $997 each for these modules, but they're all included in the authority builder. The full value of them would make $5,000, but they are in that authority builder. So let's break that down. We've got our messaging modules valued at $3,000, confidence on camera valued at $4,000, social media mastery valued at $5,000. So we've got a total of €12,000 for the training as it stands that we messaged here. But that's not all we have in the authority builder. The biggest, in fact, what makes the authority builder what it is the accountability. Sorry, one sec. Accountability is the one thing through all my last 4 years of learning, and my business coaches are in the States, so I learn over in the States and I bring all my gold home here. What I have found through all of the teachings that I've had over the last few years, the biggest piece that is missing is the accountability piece. It is okay for me to stand over here and give you this training and say, there you go now, Sinead, off you go. There you go, Aideen, there's the training. See you in 12 weeks. Would you get the results? Maybe. You might do 1 or 2 modules. You might fall in and out of it. Hell no. That does not happen in the Authority Builder. In the Authority Builder, I say to you, Aidan, what are your goals? Mike, what are your goals? You know, tell me, boom, boom, boom. Right, this is what we're going to do. Get this training done, get this training done. I'll see you on the call on Wednesday. Make sure it's done. I give you homework. I do give you actionable results that you can do. I get you in that little headlock to make sure that you show up, and you show up with purpose within your business, and you show up for the Authority Builder so that nobody gets left behind. Everybody learns through the 12 weeks of the Authority Builder. So that accountability is huge. So the Authority Builder is a step-by-step process where I hold you accountable the absolute whole way. Hold you by the hand or hold you in a headlock, whichever one is needed. We do this through a Facebook group. So you have full access to me in the Facebook group for the full 12 weeks. If you're sitting here and you're about to launch something and you go, I don't know what I'm doing, you know, I'm trying to create a reel and it's not working. You jump into the Facebook group and you say, Denise, my reel isn't working, you know, I don't know how to do it. Denise, I'm about to write an article on LinkedIn. Denise, I'm pricing up a job. Is this a good price or is that a good price? What should I do? That in itself is gold, guys. You're getting access to me, who has built numerous businesses. I sold a couple of businesses in Australia. I've had some massive successful businesses. I've had a few failures. Shh, we won't talk about them, but you learn more from them. But, you know, and I've helped numerous business owners grow their businesses. Over the past couple of years, I've had hundreds of business owners come through my Zoom doors as I teach them how to grow their businesses. So you have full access to me for those 12 weeks within the Facebook group to ask all of your questions based around the business. All right. So what else do we have? The community is priceless, guys. I don't take many business owners in each Authority Builder. We cap it. My cap is 10. So we don't go any more than that. So we only have a few business owners in there. And we network with each other. Okay, so we're networking with each other. We all have the same kind of problems. You become like best friends because you're talking to each other all week. Problems, any problems that you have with what's going on, how you're creating your content, all of that kind of stuff. So the community and the support that you get in there is absolutely priceless. Couldn't put a price on that. So we've got the membership area. Okay, membership area is where all the training is. You log in, you look for all your modules and you do your training. There's homework on every module. You get downloadable worksheets to work on. You get ebooks in there. You get cheat sheets on the exact script to use in your emails, the exact content to use for templates. I show you how to use Canva, how to create content, but I also give you content templates that you can fill in yourself and just use straight away. So all of this kind of stuff, these resources are absolutely priceless. These resources that are going to save you so much time and money on your social media. Okay, not only all of that, we have all of that kind of stuff, but we also have the live coaching, guys. So we have 12 group coaching calls where I get all the business together on Zoom. I can see your beautiful faces and I go around the room and say, okay, Sinead, how's this week going with you? Have you increased your prices? Have you packaged up your services? You know, where are we at with that? You know, and then I say, you know, Karen, how are things going with you? What, you know, you're working on Instagram this week. How's it going? Did you create your reel? You know, Mike, you're working on your messaging. Where are we at? So it's very accountable. And the homework is there. I make sure it's done. And then it's that interactive coaching session where I ask how you're doing and you get to ask your questions. Plus you get a one-on-one with me at the start. So the Authority Builder, the structure is we start with a one-on-one. Me and you talk for a one-on-one to break down your goals, what you need, you know, where you want to be, how you want to grow it, that side of things. And then we go from there into the group coaching. Group coaching calls, looks like they're going to be at 10 a.m. on a Wednesday, every Wednesday. That might change depending on who's in there. We find a time that suits everybody, guys. That's the goal. Okay, so the group session is the only time constraint of the whole week. You have to be there for that hour on that Wednesday morning, but you have in your own time to complete the training the rest of the time. And with regards to time, how long should it take? If you committed one half of a day to learning in the Authority Builder for the 12 weeks, you could do it. I would prefer if you had maybe even committed a full day. That way you'd have a half a day and then a half a day for all your practicing. But really, you could do it in a half a day a week. So it's not that huge. It's actionable. The modules are small. bite size. You know, some of the modules are 20 minutes or 30 minutes. So they're easy to digest and easy to get done. Okay. So this is Orla Scott. Orla Scott is a leadership coach, and she's getting new clients on a weekly basis, and her prices have increased. She's productized her service, and her business is way more profitable than when we started way back in March. And she says, who knew that it works? New clients are coming out of the woodwork. And this is from Orla, who had no clue how to use social media when she first came into the program. So this is Julie. She's Harmony Nails and Beauty, and she owns a beauty salon. Her whole business has changed. She says she's now a business owner. What's happened to Julie is she's elevated from sole trader to business owner. She's now standing up here looking over at the business and saying, how can I get more profits? How can I hire more staff? She hired new staff during a pandemic when all the salons were closed, because she was so visible on her Instagram, and her business was growing even while she was shut. She's selling products. She's selling products online. She's bringing in clients and customers mainly using Instagram. Her business is escalated. She started with me in March last year. When she started, her salon was closed and she was terrified. Now her salon is more profitable. She's selling products, and she has more staff members than she ever had before. So her business has totally changed. So what I want you guys to do, I'm going to take a sip of water. Sorry. I want you guys to imagine 12 weeks from now. Think about this. You launch your business, or you grow the business that you've got. You raise your rates, and you become completely sold out without ever even having to spend money on ads, without worrying what people think, without worrying about what if it fails. But with the support of me and your band of authority builders behind you, we all grow together. Imagine what that would look 12 weeks from now. So we'd be talking about when? October? Look at the weeks are flying, the months are flying, the year is flying, isn't it? We're halfway through the year, So we've June, July, August, but we're going to go right into September. We're not finishing this authority builder till October, because as we're going through the summer, we don't officially start for another 2 weeks. And as we go through the summer, we have down weeks, which are breather weeks, because I know a lot of people are going to be awake. So during the breather week, you still have access to everything, access to all the training, but you don't have your coaching call on a Wednesday. So it gives you time to breathe and catch up on the training. So imagine what your business would look in October, right ready for that Christmas market. Imagine how good that would be if you were ready for that, posed for that. But hang on a minute. Imagine if you do nothing, right? I know we're busy. I know we've kids, we're running around after kids, summer is coming, we've got stuff going on. So easy for us, mommies, daddies, business owners, to kind of go, it's a busy time. I'll wait and I'll do it in October, or I'll do it in September after the kids go back to school, or, I don't have the time to spend on me and my business. It is time to be more selfish, guys. It is time to look inwards and look at our business and say, hang on a minute, I am going to create the business that I want and the life that I want, so that I'm a better mother or a father or a business owner or whatever the case may be, so that my business is more profitable and that I have a better life, because we deserve that. We do, guys. We deserve to be able to go get our feckin' nails done. We deserve to be able to, I've got a crazy busy week this week, crazy busy, because I'm going camping next week and I'm taking some time off. And I was sitting here going, my nails are in bits because I still haven't got them done and I've just been painting them myself. And I'm sitting here going, my nails are in bits, but I don't have time. I'm so busy. And I went, hang on a minute. I do have time. I just booked myself in for my nails and a pedicure tomorrow morning. And I booked myself in for a blow dry for Friday afternoon because I'm going out Friday night. What? Who is this person? I have changed so much in the last 2 years. 2 years ago, I wouldn't have dreamt. In fact, a year ago, what am I even saying? A year ago, I still would have been going, I don't have time. I'm fast finding that when we are more calculated with our time, when we have a clear plan to follow, that's when we can find real profits in our business. Okay, taking time out. And this is Annie Apple, who I hope is still here. Annie, you're famous. It's so funny. It's so funny that you're here and this is here. So I hope I got this right. Let me know in the comments if I got this right, Annie. But 12 weeks ago, Annie was stuck in a job that she hated. And I know she won't mind me saying that. She loved the actual job, but she was so undervalued and so underpaid. So when she came to me about the authority builder, she was terrified. She was like, oh, I want to do it, but I'm afraid. I'm afraid to spend the money and then, not have that money and then, be broke. What? No. She was afraid that, to go all in on her dream, because she had this job and, you know, it was scary and not sure if I can do it and all of that. So we made a plan for Annie. And of course, she has left her job, and her dream was to go all in on her own business and to become a stylist full time. Her dream felt so far away before she joined the Authority Builders. She signed up for the last Authority Builder, and here we are 12 weeks on, and Annie has left her job. She's built up clients styling. She's now going live with clients on her page. She has shops in Portlaoise who have employed her to be their stylists, to go live on Facebook for them and sell their stuff. And her revenue is, I would say, quadrupled since leaving her job. And she has much more time and she is loving what she's doing. So Annie is well on her way to creating her life by design. And she says, oh my God, what does it feel like to see it up there, Annie? Is that okay? Is it? I feel embarrassed now that I've put that up there and you're here. Is that okay for me to say? And is that fair? Would you say that that's fair? It's perfect, she says. Oh, you are perfect. Well done, my darling. Well done. Guys, if you saw Annie's face on that first call, she was like, oh, Denise, I don't know, you know. She says, I'm sweating here. Oh, Annie, I love you. I love you. Guys, Annie is just a normal person, just like all of you, you know, and this is exactly, and it's so funny. You would think I planted you here, Annie. It's so funny that you're actually here. Thank you for being here, and you know, thank you for all the work you've done, because you did this. I mean, the girls on the call today kept saying, you know, Denise, you did this for us. You changed our lives. No, I didn't change anyone's life. I gave you the pathway. I showed you the steps, and you guys did the work, because that's the thing with the Authority Builder. You've got to show up and you've got to do the work. So well done, Annie. I feel like it's your graduation ceremony now that you're here. So guys, the Authority Builder. Confidence on camera worth 4,000. Social media mastery worth 5,000. Messaging worth 3,000. The resource vault, of course, is priceless. The community is priceless. The membership area is priceless. We've got a 12 grand value on that side. Then we've got our coaching calls, our live group coaching calls by 12, plus our one-on-one, and I've put a total of 7K on that. So the total value is 19 grand for the Authority Builder, guys, and it is worth it. If we look at people, you know, like Amy, who's tripled her income, she was making about a grand a month, then she went up, she's up at about 4 or 5 grand a month now. That will keep on growing. So if we look at that, measured towards a 19K value over the course of the year, of course it's worth it, yeah? But of course I'm not going to charge you 19 grand for the Authority Builder. But I want to tell you an extra thing that you have. You've got me in your back pocket, okay? So the Authority Builder has me in your WhatsApp, okay? So you text me, you ring me, or you message me when you get stuck. If you feel like you need more help, or you feel like you're stuck, you feel like you're not getting results, Denise, help, I'm stuck. I rail you in and I help you, and we hop on a call and make sure that you are getting the results. Results in the Authority Builder are guaranteed. And I'm not charging 19 grand today. Of course I'm not. The Authority Builder is worth 19 grand, but I'm not charging that. A more affordable price for business owners would be 5 grand. And this is what I am costing the Authority Builder at a 5 grand price packet, okay? But this time, and this is the very last time that the Authority Builder will be launched for this price, today I'm charging 3,997. So if you think about it, so that's 4,000. If you think about the results, okay, if you think about where your business would be, and the way to quantify it is, you know, if your current income is say 1K or 2K months, if I can help you double them within the 3 months, then you're already starting to make your money back, yeah? And that's so doable, guys, so doable. If you are visible on one platform, let's say you're visible on Facebook and you have an income of $1,000 a month, okay? If I can help you use Facebook properly so we can grow that income more, and then start to use Instagram so we can grow the Instagram. Remember Ruth, who went all in on Instagram and she went from 1K to 15K months? It's doable. Yeah, so it's really about the structure. It's about getting clear on what you're offering. And the Authority Builder is 3,997. And I want you guys in there. This is what your interactive coaching platform looks like. These are your modules. So we've got Bossing Live video is week 1. Then we've got knowing your customer, get clear on your messaging, creating your online products, and profiting from using Facebook. Let's dominate LinkedIn. Let's dominate Instagram, creating content, mastering Google for local businesses, Inspired Content Circle, the sales video challenges. We've got Google Mastery, and we have how to create your online sales funnels and make your website work for you. Guys, this is a massive value-packed course for any business owner. It is a massive value-packed course for, you know, to train your staff, if that's the way you want to go. It is a fantastic week, 12 weeks of live and interactive coaching with me, Denise Inspired, and I want you guys on it. So how do we proceed from here? If you guys are interested, what we do is I'm going to drop oh, my apologies. I am going to drop my link for my calendar into the, sorry, I'm speaking very slowly now because I'm trying to find my link for my calendar. I'm going to drop my link for my calendar into the chat. And what we're going to do is you guys are going to book in if you're interested. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for some questions. And that is the Authority Builder with Denise Inspired. I would love to have you in there. I'd love to help you, you know, take your business to the next level, because it's very doable. It's doable with any business. If you're struggling and if you're looking at this and you're thinking, Denise, this sounds amazing, but I'm not sure if it's for me, just click the link and book into my calendar and let's chat. That's the best thing. There's absolutely no strings attached to the chat. You'll book in, we'll jump on Zoom for half an hour, we'll talk about it. You'll tell me, you know, what your reservations are, you know, is it the revenue, is it, you know, whether you can do it, is it the time frames, whatever, and I'll talk you through all of them. So hop on my calendar. Can you guys see the link? Let me know if that link works for you. Annie, will you press that link there, just making sure that it works for everybody, seeing as you're here? That would be great. That would be great. Has anybody got any questions, guys? What I'm going to do is I'm not going anywhere, but I'm going to stop the recording because I'm going to upload this for people who want to see the replay. So if you're watching this in the replay, guys, the link for my Calendly will be in the comments below. If you're watching this on YouTube, it'll be in the comments below, or it'll be within the group Growing Your Business with Denise Inspired. Click the link, book into my calendar, and make your appointment, and let's get you going to growing your business, making your business more profitable, more structured, and of course, making you the go-to person within your industry. Thanks, guys. I'm Denise Inspired.